She's been down lately. Something happened at school?
It's nothing. Oh, Nii-chan? Huh?
Spring, a season of meetings and farewells. New encounters begin, and a fresh chapter of life is about to start. But not for me, someone who's already been working for a few years.
Nii-chan, take this one to the back too. And then...
Okay, just calm down a bit. I'm Yusuke Oshima, 29 years old, a doctor at Scato General Hospital. The one who moved in with me today is my younger sister Mika, 18. She's starting nursing school at a private university, and from this spring on, she'll be living with me.
Finally done! Thanks, Nii-chan.
Good job. How about we grab some dinner? It took us 3 hours to finish the move. We're a pretty close pair of siblings, but that's not the only reason we're now living together.
Sorry, Mika. We just can't afford to let you live alone.
If I had earned a bit more, neither you nor Yusuke would have to go through this. We didn't grow up in a wealthy household. Mika planned to attend university with a scholarship, but the commute from home was too far, and living alone was financially impossible. So our parents kept apologizing to her.
It's okay. I'm grateful to you both for raising me. That's why I'm going to become a great nurse and repay you.
I'll take care of Mika's living expenses. I make enough now. And I'll keep sending the allowance too, like always.
Thanks, Yusuke. Thank you, Mika.
Don't push yourself with the allowance, okay? Living together is gonna come with some expenses.
Nii-chan, I'm sorry. Is it really okay for me to stay here? I'm not a bother.
She suddenly asked me that. She acts cheerful around family, but deep down, she's quiet and shy. Of course you're not a bother. I was actually looking forward to living with you. Let's study hard so you can give mom and dad something to be proud of. Become an amazing nurse.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but... I'm just a little worried I won't make any friends. I'm not good at that stuff. People probably think I'm gloomy or boring or something, and I can't help but overthink it.
That's not true. You're my wonderful little sister, and a kind, thoughtful girl. You'll be fine. Mika doesn't have a big circle of friends, but she's always been caring and well-liked in our hometown. Seeing that hint of hope in her eyes, I silently wished for her to have a fun college life.
Look at this! I made a friend!
This happened a little after her entrance ceremony. We were eating out at one of my favorite spots when Mika excitedly showed me her phone.
That's my friend, Mai Ikeda. She's super flashy but really sweet too. Cute, right? I even talk to her about you all the time.
Wait, what do you mean talk about me?
Oh, you know, like how you used to play magical girl with me when I was little?
I'll protect your heart with the power of miracles. Miracle power makeup. That's totally a black mark in my history.
Not at all! You were super cool, Purin, Yusuke.
Stop it already.
Don't worry. I've also talked about how cool you are.
You better not be lying. I might meet her someday, so don't give her the impression I'm some weird brother. Still flustered, I glanced at Mika's phone. Huh? Hey, is she a friend too? That girl in the back with the soft, fluffy hairstyle. She kind of looks like she's glaring at you and Mai.
Oh, that's Anna Higashi. She's in the same program as us. Our university has an attached high school, right? She's an internal student from there. She's always with her high school friends, so we don't talk much. Me and Mai are both external students. Though I guess she and Mai did talk a bit right after we started. Anna's super stylish, so maybe they just clicked. I doubt I'd ever get close to her. We're too different. But I've got Mai by my side, and that's more than enough.
Yeah, that's good. It stuck with me a bit, but seeing Mika's genuine smile, I figured it probably wasn't anything urgent. About a month later, on a random weekday. Huh? Mika, don't you have class today? I was out running errands that morning, and when I came back, I found Mika sulking.
My professor got sick, so the afternoon lecture was cancelled. I came home early.
I see. Well, guess that means you can relax today.
Yeah.
She's been down lately. Something happened at school?
It's nothing.
She hadn't seemed herself these past few days. I had asked her about it a few times, but I always got the same answer. It had been a while since I had seen her like this. Back in elementary school, she used to get like this too. She told me later it was because some classmates had teased her for being gloomy. Mika, are you okay?
Yeah?
Back then, I was still a university student living at home, but I kept checking in on her, worried. Hey, Mika? Just like back then, I looked her straight in the eye. Even if she wouldn't meet my gaze, it didn't matter. I'm not gonna force you to talk about it. Everyone has things they don't want to share. I get that. But still, I'm your big brother, Mika. So no matter what happens, I'm always on your side. If there's ever anything you want to talk about, you can come to me anytime. No matter where you are, I'll come running to you.
Okay.
I never did get her to tell me what was bothering her. But once I saw that Mika had calmed down a bit, I stopped by a local coffee shop. She really likes the sandwiches here, so I figured I'd bring some home. While I was waiting for the takeout order to be ready,
Here you go. A present.
a loud voice suddenly rang out behind me, and I instinctively turned around. That voice, I recognize her. Wasn't that Higashi-san?
What? This perfume is so expensive. Are you sure? Totally, because...
Huh? A few days later, on another day off, I decided to go pick Mika up from campus. We hadn't made plans, but I just couldn't sit still. I was too worried about her. It cost a pretty penny, but I'm glad I went with this car. It just so happened that I was looking to replace mine right around Mika's college entrance. And since she gets carsick easily, I bought something with a really smooth ride. If she scolds me for overdoing it, I'll keep my nose out of things from now on. I arrived near the front gate right on time, but then... Wait, is that... 4 girls were in what looked like a heated argument, and one of them was Mika. The others were her friend, Mai, Higashi, and the woman who had been with Higashi at the coffee shop. It didn't look like a calm situation. I quietly got out of the car and walked over to them.
Oni-chan? Huh? Wait, isn't this gloomy girl supposed to be poor? Why does her brother have a luxury car?
Sorry, Mika. I kinda just showed up. Is this a bad time?
No, I was just surprised. But I'm happy. Thanks for coming.
Relieved by Mika's words, I turned, only to hear a syrupy cat-like voice directed at me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Anna Higashi, a friend of Mika-chan's. You came to pick her up today?
That's right.
Wow, what a sweet big brother. If you're free sometime, we could totally grab some tea together. Maybe with Mika too?
Ugh, so obvious. As she glanced repeatedly at the car behind me, all I felt toward Higashi was disgust.
Come on, why not? I'm sure Oshima-san would say yes too. Right, Oshima-san? Hey, knock it off! Can't you tell Mika doesn't want that? Excuse me? Mika and I are friends, okay? You don't have to freak out just because I touched her arm. Friends? You barely even reply when she talks to you. That's not true. Oh, Nissan, I really am Mika's friend.
You can drop the act. I know what you're really like.
What do you mean really like?
Actually, I saw you a few days ago. That day, I overheard them saying,
This money's from my dad. $200 perfume? Who cares, right? As expected from the daughter of the hospital director. Thanks. Daddy doesn't know a thing about me. I just tell him something random and he gives me cash. Easy.
No way.
Anyway, what's Mai's deal? Why is she siding with that poor girl, Mika? I'm trying to be nice to her and she just blows me off. You said that before. Like, come on. Who chooses some poor gloomy girl over me? It's unbelievable, right? I heard Mika's pouch is a hand-me-down from her mom. Gross, right? I never use something like that. She should just buy a new one. Oh, wait. She's poor, so she can't. Mai acts like she's all fashionable, but hanging out with someone like that? Total cringe. Oh, that reminds me. So, I actually got some juicy info on Mai. Heard it from a friend from middle school and...
These two. Just you wait. Not wanting to cause a scene in the shop, I took the takeout sandwiches and quickly left the coffee place.
What? You were eavesdropping? That's so creepy. Seriously? You listened to our private conversation and then blabbed? That's slow.
Yeah, no. You were shouting in public, in a cafe near the campus. It was hard not to hear you. Honestly, I thought you were out of your minds.
What did you say? Stop it! Oni-chan didn't do anything wrong. Can the gloomy, poor girl not butt in?
Mika trembled as she tried to speak up. That's when I felt the need to step in for her. But before I could, she suddenly lifted her head with a sharp glare.
It's true I grew up poor. I can't afford to buy a new pouch. But Mai-chan said, it's sweet how you treasure something your mom gave you. And that kindness meant everything to me. But you two, just because she was kind to me, all you did was insult her. If you have a problem with me, then take it up with me. Just stop hurting Mai-chan already. Mika.
So that's why she had been so down lately. It wasn't because of what they said about her. It was because someone she cared about had been hurt, and she had been suffering in silence all this time.
I was fine no matter what you said to me. It wasn't worth reacting to. But when you hurt my best friend Mika, that's a different story. People like you who judge others based on one tiny part of who they are. Even if you begged me to be your friend, I'd never accept. Don't ever come near us again. Huh, that's my line. I don't need some cheesy, beautiful friendship anyway. Thanks. I was considering being nice to you if you dropped Oshima, but wow, you're a joke. Thought we might get along, but I guess I was wrong. What a letdown. Don't ever come near us again, you lame loser. Gladly. Good riddance.
Higashi and her friend turned to leave, but I wasn't finished. Higa-san, you said something interesting the other day. That you lied to your dad, the department director, to get money out of him.
Yeah, so? My daddy's super rich and totally adores me. All I have to do is say I'm going study with some upperclassmen or join a drinking party. And he believes every word. Whenever I need money, I just call him. Life's great. So true. Anna's dad is the best.
Thanks for sharing. I recorded that whole conversation just now. I'll make sure your dad hears it. Didn't think you'd be so loose-lipped, honestly.
Huh? Were you even listening? My daddy is the department director. That means big shot. Someone like you, some poor nobody, has no chance of even talking to him. I bet that fancy car was way out of your budget, huh?
As if to laugh off everything I had said, Higashi sneered. But then... Sakato General Hospital, Gastroenterology Department, Director Toshihide Higashi.
What?
Her face instantly turned pale at my words. I work at Sakato General Hospital as a physician in gastroenterology, which means I'm directly under Director Higashi.
Oh, wait. Please, just forget what you heard, okay? I mean, nursing school costs a lot, you know? So please, just this once.
Can't do that. I already mentioned the coffee shop conversation to Director Higashi yesterday. He had been suspicious for a while now. He said he had been giving you money, trusting you were dedicated to your studies. This was shortly before I noticed Mika's change in behavior. By some coincidence, I found out that Director Higashi's daughter and Mika were attending the same nursing university. At first, I believed what he said, that she was a hard-working young woman, but to find out it was all a lie. He said he never imagined she was just wasting the money on leisure. How do you think he'll feel once he hears the truth?
I have to go. I need to explain things to Daddy before he...
Anna storms off angrily, but her friend stays rooted to the spot.
Hey! What are you standing around for? Let's go! Huh? I only hung out with you for the money. You seriously think I didn't realize? Wow, pathetic. If you're broke now, I've got no use for you. So yeah, we're done. Bye!
After that, Higa-san was cut off financially by her father, including tuition support. She got her first part-time job, but juggling it with school proved impossible.
This sucks! I can't do this anymore, Daddy, help me!
She ended up failing several classes, had to repeat a year, and was eventually fired from her job for being late too often. Unable to bear it, she dropped out of college altogether. Now, she lives by selling her belongings and stays holed up in her room. Her money-chasing friend became infamous on campus too.
Can you believe her? Pretending to be a bestie, then dumping her the second the money dried up?
Unsurprisingly, she couldn't make new friends and eventually left the university as well. Meanwhile, I've gotten to know my son much better since then. Thanks again for being such a good friend to Mika.
I really like Mika. I feel comfortable being around her. Truth is, I wasn't always this flashy. I used to be super plain and left out a lot. That's why I tried dressing up when I got to college, to see if I could make friends that way.
I heard the story being mocked by Higashi's ex-friend at the coffee shop. But it's not something to make fun of. My son made a brave choice to take that first step.
There was a time in class where we had to pair up for training, and I saw this girl struggling by herself. She reminded me of my past self, and before I knew it, I was walking toward her. That girl was Mika. We've been friends ever since. And honestly, the more time I spent with Mika, the more I realized I was the one being saved. Sure, I like the flashy version of myself, but I don't hate who I used to be either. Mika noticed that too, and she said, "No matter what kind of Mai-chan you are, you'll always be my friend." Thanks to that, I can be my true self when I'm with her.
I see. That makes a lot of sense.
Also, Mika's told me a lot about you, Yusuke-san. She said you're a wonderful big brother. I always wanted to meet you. And now that I have, you're even more kind and cool than I imagined. I really like you.
What? After a few more dates, some time passed, and we became a couple. Almost 4 years have gone by since then. Am I too plain for you? Is this okay?
Not at all. If you kept being that negative, Mika's gonna scold you, you know. Anyway, what's this important talk about? If it's a breakup, I'm not listening.
No way! I brought you here today because I want to give you this! You're graduating this year, so it might be a little too early, but will you marry me?
Yes, I'd love to!
If you reject friendships just because someone is different, you'll never build any meaningful bonds. Mika now smiles so brightly. It's hard to imagine she ever went through that gloomy phase. And we, through all our changes and connections, will continue nurturing true love from here on.
Hey, what are you gawking at Ayame-sama for? She's way out of your league, and rumor has it she's a total player with tons of experience. So how about we have a little fun in secret? It can just be an affair for now, but if you end up liking me more, you can always dump origami.
Yurakami, you dropped this.
Ah, thank you, Akamatsu. I'm Yoshimasa Uragami, 25 years old. I work in the General Affairs Department at Japan's top automobile company, Love Koi Motors.
I'll bring it right over. Here you go.
Ah, thank you. She is Ayame Akamatsu, the CEO's daughter and his secretary. We're the same age, but because of her stunning figure and alluring aura, even older employees secretly revere her as Ayame-sama.
Well then, have a good day.
She's beautiful. Ever since I joined the company, I've had a crush on Akamatsu. As I watched her walk away, an irritating voice reached in my ears.
Hey, what are you gawking at Ayame-sama for? She's way out of your league, and rumor has it she's a total player with tons of experience. Someone like you, with zero dating skills, wouldn't even get a second glance.
What's wrong with admiring someone? I've looked up to her since I joined the company. And yeah, I won't deny my dating skills are lacking.
That's exactly why it's ridiculous for you to even dream about her.
He is my colleague, Mitsuo Kodera, from the sales department. He proudly claims to be a successful and popular salesman.
Listen up. A man's worth is measured by how much he earns and how strong he is. Without strength and drive, he'll never win a woman's heart. Also, you need to be sharp and put effort into your appearance. You're not a good-looking guy, so at least keep yourself clean and well-groomed. By the way, I picked up 3 girls just the other night. A man who's got it just knows how to play the game.
Okay. Kodera frequently brags about his so-called dating success and offers unsolicited advice. But the way he talks, it just sounds shallow. I don't find myself wanting to emulate him or feeling envious in the slightest.
Even someone like me doesn't stand a chance with Ayame-sama. There's no way someone like you could ever catch her attention.
Hey, Uragami Kodera. It's still working hours, isn't it? Are you two really that bored with your jobs?
Before we knew it, Akamatsu had returned, flashing a bewitching smile.
No. This dull, uncharismatic guy here is the one holding me up.
That's not true at all.
If you slack off too much, I'll have to punish you.
No way. I'll be going now.
Honestly, Uragami, you should get back to work too.
Yes, I'm sorry. Her presence is so captivating that no matter who you are, man or woman, you can't help but be drawn in. Rumor has it that unless you're an exceptional man, confessing your feelings to her is a guaranteed rejection. She lives in a different world. I figured I'd never have anything to do with her, but... Why is this happening? After work that day, I stopped by a bar only to find Akamatsu sitting right beside me.
What will you have next?
I'll take a salty dog.
Oh, really? Then I'll have the same.
As I was drinking, Akamatsu arrived later and casually sat next to me. She's been ordering the exact same drinks as me the entire time, including the gin and tonic from earlier. This is now 4 in a row. What is this? It's making my heart race. Could this be one of her player techniques?
It seems we have similar tastes. Maybe it's fate.
Caught up in her alluring smile, I found myself speaking before I realized it. if this is fate, would you go out with me?
Huh?
Kodera's words from earlier, she wouldn't even acknowledge you, flashed through my mind, but my mouth wouldn't stop. Ayame Akamatsu, I've always liked you. I know I'm inexperienced when it comes to relationships, and I worried that you'd find me boring. That's why I never said anything. But if you're willing, I'd like to do my best to make you happy, even as a beginner. Damn it, the more I talk, the more my inexperience shows. I'm definitely getting rejected. That's what I thought, but...
Sure.
Huh?
I said let's go out.
What? That thought crossed my mind. But there was no way I was letting this chance slip away. Yes, please take care of me. And so, Akamatsu and I started dating.
I think this kind of outfit would suit you, Yoshimasa. You're more muscular than I expected.
That's true. Flashy clothes make me look chubbier. For our first date, we decided to go shopping to get a sense of each other's tastes. But I'm glad. If we had gone to a luxury brand store, I probably would have frozen up.
Just because I'm the CEO's daughter doesn't mean I always go to expensive places.
When I was enjoying the date while being nervous.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. Are you okay, Ayame? She bumped into another customer and lost her balance, and I instinctively caught her. Then... Ayame?
This is a man's hand? It's a bit rough, but strong and warm. With this hand, he could do this and that to me. Ah!
Wait, Ayame, calm down. And please, don't report me as a suspicious person.
I'm sorry.
After clearing up the misunderstanding, we headed to a nearby cafe. Ayame, still flustered, kept her head down in embarrassment. No, I should be the one apologizing for touching you without permission.
No, that's not it. It's just that...
After a few beats, she takes a deep breath and finally speaks.
I've never really touched a man before, except for my father.
So that means... I was too shocked to speak, so Ayame took over, looking hesitant.
People say I'm an experienced player, but that's just a rumor others made up. The truth is, I've never had a boyfriend in my life. Since I was young, I developed quickly, and maybe I give off some strange pheromones without realizing it. People always got the wrong idea. Well, I wasn't interested in guys who only liked me for my looks, so I let them believe whatever they wanted. Before I knew it, they were calling me experienced, and people started keeping their distance. I wanted to experience love like everyone else, but the expectations just kept getting higher, and I felt like I was left behind. But you know, when you confessed to me at the bar so earnestly, I realized something. You had the courage to act, yet I never did anything myself. That's why I thought maybe we could learn about love together. But I'm nothing like what people say. You must be disappointed, right? I made a mess of things today, too. Maybe I'm just not cut out for romance after all.
That's not true. It's impossible to go through life without causing trouble for others. No matter what happens, I'll always support you, so let's learn about love together. Though, since I'm also a beginner, I might end up being a burden to you too. As I internally cringe at my own clumsy words, Ayame lifts her head and shakes it slightly before.
Thank you. I'm really glad my first boyfriend is you, Yoshimasa.
Whoa, she's adorable. Her unusually innocent smile is so cute that I fall in love with her all over again. Ayame, can I hold your hand the whole time during the movie?
I'm nervous, but this is part of gaining experience too, right? Okay.
We kept dating after that, stumbling through things awkwardly at first. Ayame, what do you want to do next?
Maybe we could try one of those hands-on experience classes together.
Little by little, I naturally dropped the formal tone with her, and she stopped freaking out when we held hands.
But I'd also love to go on another drive date, though I might end up staring at you driving instead of the scenery.
Let's pick out some places we both want to go.
Damn that annoying department head. I'm the top salesman, you know.
A little while later, Kodera was stomping through the office halls, clearly irritated.
Hey, isn't that the guy? The one dating Ayame? I saw them alone together. They don't seem like a typical match, but somehow they fit.
What? Uragami is Ayame's boyfriend? Hey, is it true that Ayame is dating Uragami?
That's what we heard.
What? Why would Ayame be with someone like him? No way Ayame would seriously date such a lame guy. It's gotta be just a whim. But if Uragami can date her, then someone as good looking and popular as me definitely can. I'll make Ayame mine too.
This guy is kinda creepy. Let's just leave him alone.
Ayame, can I have a moment of your time?
A few days later, after work, Kodera makes his move.
Oh, Kodera, what is it?
Ayame, you're dating Uragami, right? You only went for him on a whim, didn't you? There's no way he can satisfy you.
What?
As a man, I'm far superior. I can fill that emptiness in your heart. So how about we have a little fun in secret? It can just be an affair for now, but if you end up liking me more, you can always dump Uragami.
Well now. In that case, I don't mind spending a day with you. But only if you follow my schedule and plans exactly as I say.
Oh, of course. I'll go along with anything if it means being with you.
Kodera, overjoyed, had no idea what was coming.
We've arrived.
A few days later, on a holiday, Ayame brought Kodera to Lovekoi Motors' manufacturing plant.
I wanted you to hear directly from the workers today. Let's go.
Ayame's smile is different from her usual seductive one. It carries an imposing weight. Kodera seems to have lost the will to resist and silently follows her.
I appreciate you taking the time to meet with us despite your work.
No problem. In fact, we wanted to say something to Kodera directly.
Waiting for Ayame and Kodera was a group of factory workers with stern expressions. For reference, Lovekoi Motors' factory operates on holidays. Instead, workers get longer breaks during Golden Week and New Year holidays.
What? You got something to say? I'm the one bringing in the contracts and keeping you all employed.
That's exactly the problem. Your contracts always have ridiculous deadlines.
And because the volume is so high, we're constantly forced into overtime.
Kodera, sure, you bring in a lot of contracts and revenue. But your profit margins are razor thin. Some of them even end up in the red.
No way.
You're a salesman, aren't you? Maybe you should take better control of your own deals and numbers.
If there's a profit, I understand, but being forced to produce something that results in losses is unacceptable.
If we have to work overtime, I'd rather spend that time making and selling something that actually generates profit.
What the hell? You all have jobs because I'm selling.
You can only do sales because the factory staff here build the cars. The company functions because everyone fulfills their role properly.
Without us, you wouldn't even be able to sell an engine, let alone a car.
Besides, the sales director already told you the same thing recently. If you still refuse to change your mindset, we might have to consider transferring you to another department. Shall we set up a meeting soon with my father, the sales director, and HR?
Wait, I'll reflect on this and change my ways from now on. Please.
Kodera desperately tries to cling to her, but...
Why should I listen to your pleas?
Yeah. Ayame's icy gaze freezes Kodera in place.
You insulted someone precious to me without any valid reason. That alone is enough for me to have zero interest in protecting you.
Why origami? I'm better looking, more popular.
None of that has any value to me because,
Ayame pauses, then speaks calmly.
did you know? Up until recently, I had never even had a boyfriend before.
What?
Even after learning that, Yoshimasa encouraged me, saying, we're both beginners, so let's learn about love together. That's why I keep moving forward, one step at a time. Someone like you who belittles him could never be superior to him in my eyes.
Ugh. Ayame, thank you. I love how you face every challenge head on. Thank you for choosing me to stand by your side. At the perfect timing, I step into the meeting room, making Kodera's eyes and mouth open wide in disbelief. Wait, you're origami? Yes, I don't need a disguise anymore. Disguise? By the way, the glasses I usually wore were just for show.
Now that you mention it, I feel like I've seen Uragami's face somewhere before.
Same here. Maybe about 7 or 8 years ago? Could it be in a car magazine? I remember seeing him in some articles back in high school.
CEO, why are you here?
My daughter asked me to be. Uragami brought me here earlier.
As Kodera shrinks under the CEO's commanding presence, one of the factory employees suddenly claps his hands.
I remember now. Uragami. He was that high school racer. I read about him in a magazine.
Yes, embarrassing as it is, that was me. I still do some motorsport work on the side. Now that I'm officially registered as a racer with the company, I no longer need to hide my identity. I had been deeply into rallying, circuit racing, and gymkhana since my student days.
I originally scouted him to be a racer for Love Koi Motors racing team, but he turned me down.
I apologize. At that time, I had developed a distrust of people and came to hate racing. As I became more successful in racing, I faced jealousy, shallow popularity, and people who only cared about my potential. I was sick of it. But the CEO's genuine desire to improve racing moved me. After taking the official exam, I joined the company as a full-time employee. However, since I was in the automobile industry, I worried I'd run into employees who recognized me from my racing days, so I never had the courage to reveal myself until now. Just like how Ayame struggled to take the first step, I also lacked the courage. But now, Ayame is slowly facing her weaknesses and moving forward. If I kept running away, I wouldn't be worthy of standing beside her. So when I told her I wanted to return to racing, including everything from my past, she said, no matter what happens, I'll support you, and encouraged me.
Of course. I'm only who I am today because you were there for me. I love the serious expression you make when you're driving. That's why I decided to do everything I could to support you in continuing what you love. To be the right partner for you, I need to have that level of resolve.
Damn it. This is bullshit. Kodera, you always bragged about how popular you were, but I never envied you. I've always wanted to be with just one person and cherish that relationship. Well, if that kind of lifestyle suits you, that's your choice, but deep down, that's not what you wanted, was it? You had to keep finding people to look down on just to convince yourself you were superior. But treating others like that will never bring you happiness.
And Kodera will be conducting an internal investigation on you soon, so be prepared. I only did a brief check, but there are some suspicious financial transactions.
Wait, no. Kodera was already on thin ice after securing a string of loss-making contracts. Further investigation revealed he had been taking illegal kickbacks, leading to his arrest for fraud and breach of trust. Damn it. If only I hadn't wasted money on women. It seems he needed to appear wealthy to maintain his popular image.
Yet even after committing crimes to sustain that lifestyle, he was never satisfied. What a pitiful existence.
Yoshimasa,
Hayame, you came! I fully transitioned into racing and am gradually regaining my skills. Thanks to the support of my beloved girlfriend, I've been able to improve faster than expected.
of course. You have a lot of fans now, you know. The former office worker turned racer story made you famous. So whenever I'm not near you, I get a little anxious.
You don't have to worry, Ayame. I've never been interested in the shallow admirers. The only person I want by my side for life is you.
Yeah,
Taking the first step forward is never easy. That's why I'll always be grateful to the person who gave me the courage to do so.
you were amazing, Yoshimasa.
Facing challenges head-on brings true happiness. We will keep confronting our obstacles together, one step at a time.